Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy62A here, and it's time, because there's a lot going on here. Number one, we have a new release of testing out this new powerful monster, and it's time to reinitiate what is Team Building Tuesday. I know it has been a while, and therefore it is time. It is time. That's what the title says. With that said, I think it's just time to get into it, don't you say? With that said, there is this monster known as Hoopa Unbound. I'm sure you guys have seen the hype videos about it. It's just a better version of Hoopa. Therefore, besides different typing, which I guess, I mean, if the typing is really that damaging, being Psychic Dart versus Psychic Ghost, then I don't know. It's up to you, but this thing has drastically higher attack. I believe it's 110 on the regular Hoopa. Yeah, there's just some crazy stuff here. Like this has 160 attack and 170 special attack. This has 150. Yeah, and it's a little bit slower than regular Hoopa. Nonetheless, we're gonna try this out. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff, a lot of people trying this thing out. And we might as well see what's going on. So it's got kind of a middle tier speed of 80, so it's very difficult to do whether you want to do Trick Room or not. I was just looking to see if it has Trick. I have, before going into this Team Building Tuesday, I wasn't really looking at this much at all. But I have seen a couple of lives with it, and so with that in mind, I have an idea as to what I want to put on. First off, I've seen like ThunderBlunder777 put knockoff on his Hoopa, while I've seen Pogame put Hyperspace Fury. And at the end of the day, I think Hyperspace Fury is going to be the better move on this thing versus knockoff, because although knockoff gets off the item, once that happens, it's much weaker. Hyperspace Fury has a good amount of advantages, always hits, lowers your defense by 1, but your defense is pretty abysmal anyway. But that does make you pretty much trap fodder, and you don't have priority, so it's not the greatest thing in the world. But you know, it's not bad. It really isn't. So Hyperspace Fury is definitely on my add list here. I'm also thinking Fire Punch. Okay, because that way we damage Hyperspace Hole. Breaks the target's protection. There's some interesting stuff going on here. What is this? Breaks the target's protection. So I guess like if you use Protect, the same thing happens for Hyperspace Fury. So the fact that you can do mixed attacks like this is just so cool. With that in mind, like I've seen Zen Headbutt. So I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. So obviously I want Hyperspace Fury. A lot of hyperspace going on here. I wonder what they were thinking over there with Game Freak. And I think my last move would probably be Gunk Shot. Suggested spread. Interesting, they have a smoke analysis here. I haven't built a team in a while, so this is actually kind of funky right now. So here's the thing. I could do max HP. I'm actually not going to do max speed. I don't really see much of a reason to, but I'm like kind of debating Assault Vest. And I have seen a couple of reviews of this thing and how certain items won't be great and how Life Orb is probably the best. But honestly, I don't really know. Let's see, we have three physical attacks and 1 special. So at the end of the day, I mean, I could just put Psychic on this thing. But if they Protect, you know, it'd be really cool to like catch them off guard. Also, I know for sure Hyperspace Fury breaks through sub, but I don't know about its Hyperspace Hole. Nonetheless, let's just try this out, and we're gonna go with Assault Vest. We're gonna try that out, because why not? That's what Team Building Tuesdays are all about. The other thing I wanted to make sure to add to this team was freaking Kyurem Black. Now the reason I say that is because now we have these two crazy monsters that can both have items on them, and it's just pure insanity. Like, I like this a lot. Now, Kyurem's a lot faster. We can run Earth Power, you can run Ice Beam, you can run Outrage, and I don't really know what I want to run on it. Like, I could probably put Lum. Lum wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, so I kind of want to run Sub as well. But making it mixed here would have to make me sacrifice some form of some stat that I don't know if I want to do. It gets Hyper Voice. That's kind of cool. I was kind of debating Ice Punch because, you know, everything ice, but you know, we got Kyurem here that's not going to mess around. So yeah, looking at the rest of his team, it's just about, oh no, do I want to run Sub? I kind of want to run Sub. Yeah, I'm just trying to think then. I might have to do like a minus SPDEF nature, which, you know, isn't terrible. We're gonna put leftovers on it because we can. Physically defensive? Hello? What are these sets right now? I want, let's see, how fast does B Sharp get? Not that it would like try to outspeed me anyway, but this is kind of a staple that people try to outspeed. It goes up to 262. Let's do 263. And the rest of it we can put, let's see, we give it plus special attack nature, and we'll put these EVs. No, what, like there's so much attack. That's why this is a problem right now. Let's see, 333. Let's go with, wow, we have a lot of EVs to go here. Geez, this is crazy. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this random combination and hope it works out. You know, if it doesn't work out, we can experiment clearly. We still have space for our Mega, but we also need to make sure we have a Spinner or Defogger, and we don't have a Flyer yet. We have a Dark Psychic, an Ice Dragon. So of course we do have that Dragon. We do have a Psychic type. We could do Defensive Caesar. Honestly, I don't find that to be a problem at all. I see people do a bunch of like Life Orb. What am I doing? I see people doing Life Orb Caesar now to like trap Hoopa, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Let's give it Bullet Punch, Roost, U-Turn, and Defog. And we're gonna make it physically defensive. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And just see what's gonna go from here. For the rest of our team, we don't really appreciate status as of now, so I'm kind of thinking Clefable is the best here. And therefore I am going to go for that. Leftover is Magic Guard. We don't have a Stealth Rocker yet. I think we can run it on this. Gosh. It's kind of interesting. Do I want to run Soft Boiled or Wish? And do I want to run Protect? And do I want to run Heal Bell? Well, Moonblast is kind of a staple. Our options here are T-Wave, even Knockoff if I wanted to be crazy. But we have T-Wave for, as Blunder says, for the scum of the earth, really. But we have T-Wave, we can do Soft Boiled, Wish, Protect. So we have 4 move options. 2 of them kind of serve the same purpose, but 2 slots. So it kind of makes this a wee bit difficult. Here, I'm going to look regarding the rest of this. I have an idea for my next mon as well, actually. I actually want to run Manaphy, because I want to tear some things apart. So we're going to do that. Where I'm just going to run Tail Glow, and do Scald, and do Ice Beam, and do Energy Wall. And we'll just call it a day. And we're going to make it offensive, because I have enough bulky stuff at this point, in my opinion. But yeah, with that, we have one more spot. And the reason I'm saving the few more moves here with Clefable is, do I want to run maybe no, I don't want to run Ferrothorn because that in Caesar would be too much. I could almost run Heatran. And Heatran's kind of good right now, actually. I don't want to run the Lotties. I'm not going to run Skarmory. I haven't built a team in a while, so this is kind of nice right now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it so hard right now. I was almost thinking running a Azumarill actually, but since I have Manaphy, clearly that's not going to be something I'm going to do right now. We did fulfill our Mega Slot. I was thinking about running Diancie, but nah. For our last slot, I think we're gonna run Heatran. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know how it fits on the team though, because Clefable is gonna be specially defensive. I think this could just be another thing for like making the defensive core strong, or we could like put a balloon on it or something. We could definitely put a balloon on it. I haven't run Balloon Tran in a very long time, so I'm gonna try it. Yeah, let's run Fire Blast. This way we can like wall break a couple of things too. Flash Cannon, Stealth Rock, Earth Power. I like that. We're not gonna make it bulky because that just makes the idea of like Balloon almost redundant. Well, not redundant, but just ineffective because the point of it, I mean, once you lose your balloon, you're done. So yeah, that should be fine. Got Stealth Rock there, and because of that, we can run Wish, Protect, T-Wave. That sounds like a really scummy set. So we're gonna go with it. Yeah, that way we can handle things like Thundurus. No, we can't handle Thundurus with Thunder Wave. Hello? It's in the name. What do we have for Thundurus? Not much. Not much. I'll tell you that. Well, I guess it depends. No one really runs Focus Blast anymore. We'll just have to be careful. We'll just have to be careful. With that said, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna see what's going on, you know? This is a brand new team. I've wanted to build a team for a while now because my Pompeii team is kind of lackluster at this point in time. But you know what? It's time. It's time to start experimenting. Yeah, so we got our first battle here, and it's a very different team. So chances are lead Chomp is defensive Chomp nowadays. He has a Ditto. Very interesting. What do I want to do? They tend to run, I mean, EQ, Fire Blast, Detail, Stealth Rock seems to be very popular. I'm just going to start with Manaphy. As he starts with Garchomp, I mean, why can't I go for Ice Beam right now? Why can't I? Oh, he's faster. Like, I swear I'm timid. Max speed. So that's just that's a fast Chomp for some reason. I guess it's definitely good then, in that case, that I didn't go for my Tail Glow, because then I'd be taking a lot of damage real quick. Here, if that thing has Signal Beam, I saw Thunder Blender was watching, or he was battling a Raikou who had Signal Beam, and it was pretty amusing. Like, what does he have for Hoopa? Does Hoopa get Pursuit? I kind of want to know this. No, that's unfortunate. We just got the hyperspaces. So that's, yeah, it's got a couple of things that definitely limit it, but, you know, that's fine. Chances are it won't have HP Fire, and That's great. He actually brings out his Gyarados. I'm fine with that, I think. Maybe not actually. Honestly, I'm not in a great position. I don't have to, but I'm gonna go for a defog. He is going to Dragon Dance. Yeah, this is definitely gonna put me in a pretty sticky situation here. I'm gonna go for a U-turn. You know, get off a little bit of damage as he waterfalls. And I'm physically defensive, so that's definitely fine for me. Clearly I'm not going to go into Hoopa here. Kiram's able to actually handle him pretty easily. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to... I could press Outrage, but that's... Like, I find that a bit risky, you know? I'm going to go for sub, as who knows what he's going to go for, as he decides to go for crunch. Interesting. I don't have Fusion Bolt, as you can see, so I'm just going to have to go for Outrage, be forced to just attack him straight, but that's fine. We get off a nice bit of damage, but that Outrage does not do enough, clearly. With that in mind, I'm going to add a few more EVs here, just cuz. And yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Crunch is gonna hurt anything on my team. The only thing is going into my Caesar here. Definitely my best play. As I crit, I don't know how much that mattered, to be quite frank, as I drink my grape juice. I'm very excited because I'm uploading this, or I'm recording this currently Monday morning, 2 in the morning, so this will actually go up on like a time suitable for Team Building Tuesday. Gosh. Sorry. I'm actually tempted to go in a Heatran here. Because chances are he's not gonna... I mean, he could go for rocks. That's fine, though. What's he gonna do? He goes for Earth Power. Yes. This is like actually doing a nice job, and I'm very glad for that. As I can go for rocks here if I want to. It's just, do I find the need? It's really not that important, to be honest. I don't know how offensive this Heatran is. Honestly, I'm in a good position where I can just go for rocks and be fine. Maybe it wasn't the best play just because Zam doesn't have its sash broken, but should be okay. Should be okay. I kind of want to go into Hoopa. Like, if Hoopa's going to get off damage, now is going to be the time. He decides to go for the Calm Mind. Here, I'm free to go for Hyperspace Fury, because Psyshock isn't going to affect me. As he goes for a Shadow Ball that gets a crit, and I just destroy him. So that's the beauty of Assault Vest, apparently. So, yeah, I'm digging this set as of now. I've used it for 1 turn, and I'm digging it. I mean, clearly I have to experiment with it more, but the HP investment is nice, as you can tell. Most people are expecting me to be way faster. Yeah, I don't have the greatest coverage for this thing. I'm just going to go for a Hyperspace Fury as he goes for a Flash Cannon. Does not do a lot, as I do have my Assault Vest. This is pretty crazy, actually. I'm liking this a lot. Yeah, I'm free to just continually go for this Hyperspace Fury as he decides to switch out, which is clearly fine. He's free to Bullet Punch here, sure. But I mean, how worth is it, you know? Gosh, I'm sorry, I had spicy needles. And they are currently invading my throat. I legitimately have no further use of Hoopa. at this point, other than potentially taking like one more hit. But honestly, it's not worth it. I can go into Manaphy here, press Scald, and have a nice day. Because at this range, I have a feeling it's going to kill, and if he wants to bring in anything, that's fine. So, there we go. He could potentially bring in Ditto, as he chooses to. And he can certainly Energy Ball, or something of the sort. But I'm going to go into Clefable, just in case. I mean, if he's not choiced, you know, that could almost be a problem. But, yeah, he's going to forfeit because he knows if I like get a T-Wave off or something, I could eventually go into Heatran, and just Earth Power things away. So that's the first game. We're doing pretty solid here. It's 20 minutes in. We're not going to go too crazy long. We're going to find out some benefits, some pros and cons, and call it a day. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, this meta's... I'm really liking Hoopa and OU, if you do care for my opinion. That, I don't know, it's very nice for wall breaking. For once, I don't know if Stall's going to be, like, terrible anymore. Like, I'm actually kind of stoked about that. Because this thing is, like, an excellent wall breaker. Like, it's amazing. Now, we're encountering our next team here, which is very confusing. I have no idea what this team is about. I don't know my rank. It probably lowered last 1638. Is that actually true? I don't know. But I don't even know how the Mega Lotties work in OU, to be quite honest. So I don't know if he has Mega Aerodactyl or not. But I think I'm pretty free to just begin with Manaphy. I don't see why not. As he starts with Aerodactyl, that's cool, that's totally cool. I'm just gonna go for a Scald as he brings in Empoleon. And unfortunately that does not burn him, but that's totally chill. As I'm gonna go for a Tail Glow, because if he wants to go for rocks, that's fine. This is gonna pressure him to want to roar me out if he does have that, and therefore I'm going to get a load of damage off with this crit and Def Drop. I am so sorry. So, oh, he brings me into my Heatran, which, you know, it's an interesting situation. I mean, I'm free to Fire Blast, I think. So I'm gonna do that. As he brings in Latios, and it does a meh chunk. Does a very meh chunk. As, I'm kind of free to just go into Caesar. If he has HP Fire, that kind of suck. I cannot determine that at this point. But if he does have it, he's gonna stay in here, and it's very 50-50 right now, I feel. Let's see. If he doesn't have it, he's going to want to go into Rotom, and therefore me going to Heatran wouldn't be great because he'd go into Rotom. I could go into Clef, and he might just want to like Volt Switch because I'd win in the end. And so I think that is my best play. As he does decide to go for the HP Fire, that's cool because now I'm in a decent position where I feel like his best play is going to be going into his Empoleon. And just crippling that thing with a T-Wave could be very nice, in my honest opinion. So, as he brings an Entei, which is still good, definitely still good for me. In fact, I'm very glad for that. As, I need to find a way to defog. Definitely need to find a way to defog. As I'm going to go into Heatran. My turtle's freaking out if you can hear that. He gets parried. That's cool. I don't know. If he can easily go into Rotom here. And that's honestly not a bad play. I could go into Kyurem. I could go into Kyurem. And that would be good. That would actually put me in a position where I could probably kill something off. So I'm going to do that. Because Heatran can't handle Entei at this point in time. Oh my gosh, these paras. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go for the sub at this point. kind of free to Earth Power as he goes to Latios. Interesting? I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I could have just Earth Powered there and he definitely would have taken a load of damage. But nonetheless, I'm able to go for Ice Beam and take out the Latios. I'm going to figure out this rank right now because I don't know if like the ladder reset or the like just add Hoopa Unbound. I mean 1523. This guy has a lot of battles. Holy jeez. What does he have? Stone Edge? I guess he has Stone Edge. That would hurt me. That would certainly hurt. But I want the free switch into Caesar, so I'm totally fine if he like... I'm honestly fine if he just kills me off here. As he goes for it and he misses, and that's definitely unfortunate. I'm definitely sorry about that. And he is going to forfeit. I mean, in the end, I was just looking for a free switch into Caesar, being able to defog away and then try to handle from there. Yeah, I am getting a little bit lucky. I'm definitely not gonna lie about that. But as of now, I'm still liking the team. There's nothing like crazy. I'm a little bit scared of Mega Gera as of now, but even then, I don't know, maybe I should put Fusion Bolt on it. That's kind of my biggest worry, I'd say. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to change that now. Because that's great coverage, and although I don't have Dragon Stab now, that still should be fine for your average coverage. This is a very powerful looking team. What's he gonna lead with? He could certainly lead with Chomper, as it is notably called. Honestly, Manaphy has a good position against most of his team, and therefore I'm going to start with that. As he begins with Klefki, I don't know what he's going to want to do. Really have no idea. He does not have much for Caesar. My defensive Caesar. I'm going to go for a Tail Glow first turn. Because he has nothing on his team that's going to do very well against my Manaphy, I feel. With that in mind, I'm just going to press Scald here. He can T-Wave if he really wants to. But, I don't know. In the end, as long as I don't get hexed, I should be fine. As, yeah, I burn him, and that's cool, and I get a significant amount of damage off. So it's kind of the question right now, do I want to go into Caesar, get the free Mega Evolution, and just defog these hazards away? Because he doesn't want to take a Scald from... He doesn't want anything to take a Scald right now. That's certainly true. Yeah, it's very interesting. Honestly, I'm fine with staying in. He's gonna go for another spike. I don't know if I made the correct decision yet. But at the end of the day, he's gonna have to pick something that's going to take a +3 hit from my Manaphy. As he's going to go into Weavile, probably just go for a nice knockoff and hope for hacks, really, because that's not going to kill me, clearly. And yeah, I'm able to take the hit and retaliate with a Scald, which is absolutely amazing. Interesting that he went to Zam here. Wasn't really expecting that, but chances are he's not going to have the HP Fire. Now, considering, I don't know, his Chomp could be defensive, and Lando being Scarf, that tends to be a very normal thing that people run. And therefore I'm just wondering if Manaphy is going to be of use, or if it's worth just sacking off. Because I mean, I doubt it's going to have HP Fire. I'm just wondering if it's okay to go into my Caesar. Honestly, I think I'd just prefer the free switch. As he's going to go for Psychic. That's totally cool. And yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to go for a defog here. And we're going to call that a day. As he decides to go for the Protect. That's fine, that's fine. As defog once again, if he does have HP Fire, you know, Hita Fajita. In every way, shape, or form, except not really, because I mean, HP Fire isn't the most ridiculous thing, but yeah, I get the defog off. He can go for rocks here. Definitely don't want to stay in. Definitely do not. I'm almost free to go in my Curum. And that would be pretty cool. See, if I had Fusion Bolt, like, that would work perfectly against anything he has. If I go to Clefable, I can Moonblast. I mean, Heatran isn't bad either, because I can just Flash Cannon for days. But in the end, I think Curum's my best play, as I can just get a sub up and start trying to destroy things. Yeah. And I have enough speed that I should be able to outspeed a defensive Chomp. Let's see here. Garchomp having a speed of 240. Yeah, I have like 260 something. As he decides to go into Keldeo, which is grand for me. Here's the thing. I don't know what kind of set he is. I'm gonna run a calc on your standard Keldeo. We have 140 EVs. We're at 413 attack. Keldeo, Excadrill. Excadrill, what am I saying? We have a Kyurem. What am I doing? Mixed attacker, I guess. Not Life Orb. We're gonna give it Flame Plate because that's optimal. 148 attack. And we're gonna give it Outrage. How much does that do? It does 90 at most. Earth Power is gonna do less than that. I mean, gosh, this is quite the situation. I don't want to lose my Kyurem. Secret Sword, if choice specs, is going to definitely kill. But if he's Scarf, that might not kill. I mean, how much do I need this? It's not like super useful. It's about as useful as Manaphy was. Gosh, I'm just gonna go for Outrage. I'm gonna go for Outrage. I don't know, that might not have been my best play. For sure. And if he kills me here, that definitely, well, it doesn't definitely tell me, but it's likely. I mean, it could be an average Scarf roll, or he could be Specs. Either way, I'm going to my Scizor here. And, yeah, we're pressing Defog real quick. As he decides to Secret Sword once again. I don't know if he's going to want to go to Chomp here or not. I'm going to go to Clefable, though. That's my best play, because now I'm free to Moonblast. He can feel free to do whatever he pleases at this point, because Clefable's in a good position. As this will definitely give a solid 2 KO, as I'm just going to go for a Wish. He can't Dragon Tail me out, which is excellent, as that Earthquake does way too much damage. That's what I get for being special defensive. But yeah, I'm just going to press Moonblast here. As long as he doesn't crit me, we're in an okay position. He still doesn't know I have Balloon Heatran, which might be good for saving for the rest of the game, because that way he might think, okay, I can just lock myself into EQ and that'll be the game. So he's going to trace Magic Guard here. I kind of want a T-Wave. I kind of want a really T-Wave. So that ends up being the probably greatest play. Very glad for that. As, gosh, this is very interesting. Huh. The problem is, if he's Scarfed, I don't know if I can. Like, I want to Wish here. As he goes for the Psychic, takes me out, and that's going to be GG to my Clefable. If I can get my Caesar back to decent health. Wait, I have Roost. What am I doing? I should still be in an okay position. I should be totally fine if I can just go for Roost here. And he can try to go off for damage or something, but yeah, that's fine. As now, I'm free to go into Hoopa. If he goes to Lando here, that's a pretty good play on his part. As he decides to go to Keldeo. He could go for Secret Sword here. That would kind of suck. Would put me in a fairly bad position. I mean, how much does it do? How much does Specs do? Well, how much has Keldeo done to my team? This is probably going to be the last battle. Click, click, click. Keldeo, Secret Sword. Caesar lost 38.5% of its health. So, is that Specs or Scarf? Mega Caesar. OU defensive. Yeah, that's probably the defensive set. Secret Sword does 27, so he's Specs. Which means I have no worry about just switching in right now and being totally fine with that. Yep. So I have a couple of plays here. Does Bullet Punch kill? Bullet Punch probably kills. But I can just Roost here. Because if he loses this, he's done. Wait, and since he's Scarf Keldeo, chance of him being Scarf Lando is very unlikely. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Is he thinking I'm defogging here or what? What's he gonna do? Ooh. As that does not kill. He is not killed. That's actually bad. Very bad indeed. He doesn't know if I'm Scarf or not, but chances are it doesn't really matter to him. Oh gosh. Oh lordy waldy. I think I can do this though. Do I need to sack this? Like, it doesn't do much for my team at this point, especially. And then like I get a free switch. At this point, like, Keldeo is gonna die no matter what to like any hit, which is very grand. I just don't want Caesar taking too much damage because it's one of my win conditions. So he's gonna Hydro Pump. Yes. Yes, I didn't even factor that in. Like, I just assumed Secret Sword was gonna be the move of choice. But what is it? Because I'm freaking Assault Vest, I'm going to live that. Guaranteed. Here he's going to be free to... He's probably going to choose to EQ. He's going to lock himself in EQ because why wouldn't you? With that in mind, I can finally reveal that I'm indeed not Balloon, or that I am Balloon, Heatran. And I can just Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon. And yeah, he's gonna switch to Alakazam here as great. Since he's not gonna be able to outspeed, I had no reason to go for Fire Blast here. That was like his only hope, and he is going to forfeit. So, wow, what a great day to be alive, guys. What a team building Tuesday. This was something for the ages. So we're just gonna address stuff here. I know back in my old team building Tuesdays we'd have that cool little thing at the end, but you know, we're just gonna talk here. You know, we're just getting back into the business. Let me know if you do want that artwork at the end, for those who still remember, where it just lays out the pros and cons. But this Assault Vest Hoopa actually worked out way better than I thought it would. I ended up only like pressing Hyperspace Fury the entire time, but you know, there are the options for the other things, and Gunk Shot would be fine for all the fairies. Fire Punch, I know it does a ton to Ferrothorn. It kills it with Life Orb. I don't know about with my version. Then we have Hyperspace Hole just for the special side that could potentially be nice for like Skarms or something. I don't know, we didn't really get to test it out too much besides like its actual bulk. So, but either way I liked it. Regarding this mixed Kyurem, it's okay. I have Fusion Bolt and it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world, and maybe, just maybe, with my set, Fusion Bolt probably could have taken out Keldeo instead of this Outrage. Plus it wouldn't have been locked in, so keeping Fusion Bolt is probably just way better in general. This defensive Caesar was excellent for this team. I'm really liking it a lot. Yeah, it takes hits. It does exactly what it needs to. Clefable, I'm digging this set as of now. It is specially defensive, so I've kind of got to be careful about that because it kind of stays in a lot of physical mons and therefore doesn't take hits as well. But that T-Wave's nice, the Moonblast is nice, Wish is okay. I don't know, it's okay as of now. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. Manaphy was a good wall breaker. I'm liking it. You know, it's standard. It's been around for a while. Heatran, as you could tell, the balloon was kind of crucial to me winning the end game there, which was absolutely great. Yeah, this synergy turned out way better than I thought this spontaneous Team Building Tuesday would do at 2 to 2:30 in the morning. But I'm pretty stoked about this. My turtle apparently is too, trying to climb out of its cage right now. And with that said, let me know what you guys want from here. If you've got some ideas for like improving it, or you know, whatever have you. Feel free to leave a comment or let me know. So that said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.